So I got some information on Joe Joyce right now, and I'm hearing that him and Joseph Parker is looking to have a rematch later on this year. If it's possible that Joseph Parker can end up defeating Jilly John, who's going to fight March 8th on Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou undercard. I think it's going to be the main co-main event. It's going to be a hard fight. Uh, he's going to have to come out and have one of his best performances. But from what I'm seeing, Joe Joyce says that if Joseph Parker stands in front of Jilly John for a long time, if he doesn't move and become agile and uh, just have lateral movement, he's gonna have some trouble. He says that John can knock him out pretty easy. I said that he was hoping for the rematch, but this time around, I don't know. I feel kind of different about it because at the same time, he's hoping for the rematch, but he's talking as if Jung is a guy who's the favorite in his eyes. You know, styles make up fights at the end of the day, but he's talking as if Jung is going to give Parker a very hard time, as if uh, Parker has to do the impossible to kind of win. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's the case, but I'm just saying overall, I feel like Parker, it's a 50-50 fight. Parker just has to box to me. And I'll just let people know it's 3 weeks away. So people don't understand what I'm saying. The Tyson Fury fight is supposed to happen today, but it's not going to happen. But in 3 weeks, people will understand what I'm saying. When it gets closer, I'll have a breakdown. I've been watching Joseph Parker for a long time, so overall, I know what's going to happen overall in this fight. But the approach is everything I'm kind of worried about. And from what I'm hearing, these guys trying to gear up and set up a rematch. I know Joseph Parker wants a rematch, but in Joe Joyce's eyes, I don't know why he would want another fight. Because he completely, well, in certain cases, I can see why he would want another fight like that, but not really though. He got a knockout, so not really. I don't understand. Got a knockout. Why would he want to revisit that at the end of the day? But for Joseph Parker, I understand why he wants to revisit it. It was a tough loss. Didn't want to get knocked out like that. He wants to avenge his loss, just like No Shinga did yesterday. But that can happen. But at the end of the day, I don't like these guys kind of teaming up to see a future fight happen because at the end of the day, none of you guys have a belt. It's time to go after the big names, the guys who have belts. We're trying to chase champions. There's not many heavyweights right now that's chasing champions or trying to chase champions. So there's not really many heavyweights trying to chase champions at the end of the day. We're just gonna be honest about that. I have some other information too. I'm supposed to release recently about heavyweights. It's a promoter saying something now about heavyweights scared to get in the ring. I'm just telling you guys right now. It's a promoter that's saying that. So for him to kind of throw that out there, and not to throw any kind of names or specifics, it's kind of funny to me right now. I'm not gonna say the promoter's name right now, but it's a big time promoter right now that just recently said, I'm gonna do a video on it, that heavyweights in the heavyweight division are scared and running. Now I know a lot of people will say, well, that's probably Wilder. Now, mind you, Wilder just fought Fury 3 times. He fought Luis Ortiz, who people thought was a good win. He fought him twice, who people thought was a good win for Andy Ruiz recently. Um, Robert Helenius is the guy who just got Anthony Joshua just got a knockout over. Who Wilder knocked out in the first round. Joshua had a harder time knocking out. So his resume lately, and he just went 12 rounds with Joseph Parker, even though people try to act like he got knocked out. It was a 12-round fight. So when you kind of look at that situation, that wouldn't sound like a guy who's not trying to get in the ring with people. So the promoter is saying, and I thought about that for a while. I was like, maybe he's talking about Wilder. No, he's not. In no case he's talking about him. He's not ducking any smoke. So what heavyweights right now are running from certain matchups? That's odd. I was supposed to do that video a week ago, but I will be doing it today. But I just don't like the Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was my second favorite heavyweight. But at this time right now, I probably drop him from the list. Not because I'm mad that he beat Wilder or anything. I don't like that he's not going after the top guys. If you're just doing cleanup work, I don't want to be a fan of a guy who's just trying to do cleanup work and he's not trying to actually fight for a belt. I know people will say, well, he fought Anthony Joshua already. Okay. I know a lot of people who's fought Anthony Joshua already that I can name on the list, and you wouldn't care about, or you haven't watched probably since they fought Anthony Joshua. So the teaming up and stuff like that, like for them to kind of try to make that fight together right now, I already know what it's about. It's about the thing they're trying to set up later on with I guess they're having Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn 5-on-5 thing going on, but at the same time, that's a whole nother deal I'll get into later on, but that's kind of going to be plans for them. You know what I'm saying? That's a plan for them. They trying to X out certain guys. So they want Joseph Parker to do cleanup work and kind of X out guys like Wilder and John. And me personally, I don't like that. I don't like that theory. I don't like the energy behind that. Because it's like you're teaming up. It's like you're teaming up, but you're not. And then people will say, oh, you just... Okay, man. The people who do understand what I'm saying, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's like you're teaming up, but you're not teaming up. And the way things are set up already, I want to break that down. I think I'm gonna eventually break that down. If people want me to break that down, let me know in the comments. But I want to break down why the way they went about things as far as this heavyweight process, and how they have kind of some bad energy behind that process. I don't like how they did that. Because now, the way it's set up now, it's like it's halfway thrown together. Then they're trying to like shuffle, and then you got Tyson Fury postponing 50 times. Nobody cares. So it's a lot of weird just movement. Just not from the country, Saudi Arabia, and the people there. I'm just saying overall, the promoters and the fighters is just, I don't understand it. Because we don't want to involve Hrgovic in anything. And we're kind of, for some reason, we changed the agenda on Ngannou. And I also probably have to get into that as well. They changed the agenda on Ngannou. Like, he went from guaranteed to get a rematch. Now he got to prove himself to get a rematch. Weird. There's a lot of stuff going on that's weird in that situation. But for Joe Joyce to be hopeful for Parker to get a victory, it's just odd to me, bro. It rubs me the wrong way. I don't like that. In boxing, this is a sport where you fight on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, are these guys from the same place? Like what's going on? Like, what are we doing? Like, we doing Olympics now? Like, is this a Olympics or is this professional fighting? Like, the amateurs, Olympics? What is this? Because we're teaming up now. Like, just kind of going through the process. I'm like, wow. That's how we're doing things now. But people want to act like they don't know what's going on. I see what's going on. It won't be respected. When we look back on history, it won't be respected. It won't be. It'll all come out. It'll come out. It won't be respected. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.